as you know, each week I try to have somebody on to give you some nuggets, to give you some jewels, something to take in. I know a lot of dope people, and know a lot of people want to hear from dope people. A lot of people want to learn. A lot of people want to grow. And there's one brother that I know that's probably the most creative brother, and that I'm friends with. Actually, we were roommates at one time. I appreciate my
Sure.
boy Jim coming on, man, giving us some nuggets about creativity. Appreciate your brother coming on today.
Oh, for sure, bro. For sure, man. Happy to be
Well,
here.
tell the people, man, a little bit about yourself, man, a little bit about what you do, how people can find you, all of that good stuff. Just if somebody was to ask you, hey, tell us something about yourself, what would you say to them?
Oh man, I go by Ivor Gray. I'm an artist, singer, songwriter, producer, engineer. Um, all of these things I kind of like took on as a hat. I kind of do it myself. But as of right now, I'm mostly just kind of in and out of studios, helping out where I can, writing my own music. Currently working on a lot of projects, but that's where we at right now.
Boy, stay working, man.
Man, always, dude. Like it never ends. Like trying to find this music that I'm trying to pursue. I don't know. It's like I'm chasing after an expression every day. I learn how to do something different.
Man, so tell me this. Now that we're talking about that, and we talked about this a little before, uh, and maybe I won't get into the question right off the bat, but when did that start? When did that journey start for you as far as creating your own expression and you just being creative and all of the stuff that you're doing now?
It really started when I was with you guys, and I really got into RMRT, and like everybody was like rapping. Like I was practicing music before then, but it was like I was just like happy that I learned how to make music. It wasn't like I took it like I could do it seriously. And then I see you guys, you K-Zoe, Schaefer, and I'm a name drop him, Justin,
Justin who?
yeah, my boy. We just gonna leave it at. I see you guys. Y'all had the confidence, man. Y'all had the work, and I was just like, man, these guys really, they're taking this music seriously, along with the ministry serious as well. But it was just like, man, seeing y'all actually put forth the work, I was like, I loved it. So I was like, this is the time. This is where I know I can get serious with this group, and I kind of grew with you guys, so it kind of made it easier to get started as an artist.
I remember when you started off, you were writing like poetry, spoken word stuff, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like I was listening to some of your spoken word, like I'm just like, bro, this would sound great with a beat on.
Yeah, yeah. And at first, that's all it was just just poetry. It was like I saw all I could do at the time, and then it was just like maybe I could throw this on a beat. And that's when you guys kind of introduced me to being able to rap. And from there, like I don't know, I've always had a weird ear like with music. I love obscure and alternative music. So eventually, the rap just kind of like was like it's fun. I still do it. I still write for the sake of writing because I love to write, but I think it got really serious for me after I realized, it's easier to pick up a guitar and then get started making some crazier shit.
I guess the question is, when did you know that you were gifted and like it just wasn't something that was normal? Like you weren't just having fun. It was like, okay, this is it.
I think it was when I first picked up a guitar and I realized like it's so much fun to write music. And I think once I started writing and putting music out there and realizing, like people will love it and I hate it working, I realized this is what I wanted to do. Like this is where the
Yeah.
passion is at. Like I really feel happy being able to create an expression and release said expression, like chasing after it. And even if I don't like make the thing that I was chasing after, I still make something cool in the process. So I think it clicked for me when I realized like I just felt happy like creating an expression and releasing said expression.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy because I think about like even your earlier work. I've always loved it. You're actually my favorite artist, and I say that all the time. And the most creative artist that I do know.
Thanks,
But it's like
man.
everything that you come out with, like it always seems like you push the box, like the envelope. Like you definitely try to have this unique sound or create something that's different. And I feel like you succeed all the time at that.
Thanks.
But let's like take us into your creative process. What is the creative process like for you? How do you approach, a concept, a song, or just like
Um,
a body of work?
well, like I said, it kind of all comes from like an emotion or a feeling. Um, like as of late, like lately, I've been like writing lately, and actually like recording and making a lot of great music that I actually enjoy because it's been coming from a place of I guess solitude in life. It's not solitude, but I don't know. Like I'm feeling like a bit of like serenity right now. I'm like in a good pocket, so I feel good. And a lot of the songs that I make in my creative process, I don't even feel like it's me like structurally making something. I would just sit here with guitar or piano and strum or pluck away until I find a melody or a chord progression I like, and then the ball just rolls, and it's like I don't know. It's like I shift into another place, and things just come, and then it goes. And once it's in and it's recorded, that's it. Move on.
Yeah.
And the biggest problem with that process for me personally is I don't really like if I don't finish a song in like 2 days, I'm not
Yeah.
going to finish that song.
I'm guessing you got a bunch of songs in the NX, a bunch of songs,
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah,
in the library that haven't been completed.
yeah. My annex is full. I promise you I have up to like probably like 200, 300 tracks because along this journey, like I've been learning to produce. Like I don't know if you remember, like when we were like working together, I wasn't producing. Like I was doing my best, but it was coming off like toast that like didn't even go in a toaster. Like throw it in a microwave and try to make some toast with some bread. It just wasn't really
Yeah,
like organic,
yeah,
but everyday practice has led to something better. But usually it's just practice.
yeah, yeah. And it's funny because I remember those days, and I thought it was so crazy that you would like spend so much time perfecting and working on your craft, and not just from a songwriting standpoint, because I feel like that's where I'm limited. Like I can only write songs, but I have to depend on somebody to produce. I have to depend on somebody to create this instrumental that I'm going to
Mhm.
use and bring it all together. But I felt like there was times where you would be like on YouTube watching how to work Pro Tools. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I'm like just little stuff, and you would spend hours doing that. And
Oh
it
yeah,
was like
definitely
you
obsessed.
would figure out something else, and it's just crazy the amount of time that you put into it. I think it shows in the body of work. But like when I think about your annex and I think about having over 200 songs, like, do you ever struggle with writer's block? And what do you do
Um,
in those moments of, not really being able to create or feeling like you can create?
I'll be honest with you. The last year I just got out of was an entire year of just pure blissful and dirty writer's block. It's just disgusting. Sometimes writer's block you just gotta live. And I'll be honest, last year I didn't do a lot of living. So it was kind of hard for me to create anything from a real place. So I kind of did more focusing on producing because that was like my weakness at the time. But to cure the creativity, I think it kind of helped to like always be working on music, even if the writing isn't there. Like I just there's other
Yeah,
ways to buy it and spend my time. Lately, it's been like just searching on YouTube how to put together a chord progression, learning the circles of fifths and scales and different instruments and piano and guitar and bass because I haven't been able to find words. So I've just been like
yeah,
maybe I can find the sound. Um,
yeah,
but 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 writing right takes like all things practice. Like even if I write some terrible I'm still just going to continue to write. I have well over 2,000 notes in my phone, um just in the category of song ideas and songs, just
yeah,
ideas. Like if anything I can piece them together later and maybe put something together that might sound somewhat okay. But writer's block is something that it just the only thing that can really cure it is time and life. So
yeah. That's interesting you say that because I feel like I've been living, bruh, but I feel like it just doesn't come together like in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, just thinking about like this past season of life. Like there's a lot to write about, but it just don't connect until it connects. But I feel like that's true because a lot of the reason why I feel like I am where I am too is just because of inactivity. Like I ain't
Mhm.
just been writing. It's just been hard to find time to do anything like that. What would you say? Um, just kind of looking past that, what are some of your strengths and weaknesses, and how are you working on that? Because that's what I'm realizing. Like I need to work on writing. Like I need to
Yeah.
write every day if I'm going to be a good writer.
Yeah. I mean, it's and just like sharpening a blade, bro. you just gotta take some whetstone and continue to grind away. Like you just gotta take the time and actually put your pen on paper. And I know it, and I know that kind of is like a lot, but there's other ways to do it as well. How often do you freestyle? Finding a nice lo-fi YouTube playlist and just let that play in the air, no words, and
Yeah.
it's just you and your thoughts, or you just spit to your kids while you like hanging out with them or something or anything. It's just like a lot of different ways to like kind of like to sharpen that sword
Yeah.
in different ways. But I would definitely say like quiet time and some beats and just
Yeah.
because I feel like today, like it's good to study rap, but there's a lot of people that take studying rap and mimicking rap a little too seriously. And
Yeah.
I think the only way to like get your pen game and your also your flow game all like all in one, like catered to and like honed and sharpened is to just freestyle. I mean, as much as you
Yeah.
can. I think I actually heard Isaiah, oh, dang. Yeah, Isaiah
Isaiah said,
Rashad. He was saying that
oh yeah.
he like just I think even Kendrick was talking about how they would just hop in a car with some friends or anybody just like just throwing some beats and just start rapping, but have a like freestyle session. You might mess up, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
What do you feel like areas you're strong in, and then maybe some areas that you're weak?
Oh, man, my weakest area is releasing music. I don't. That's my biggest mountain, man. Like I do not enjoy actually releasing music. Um, I think my biggest strength is probably gonna be like just finding a way to be different. Like
Yeah.
it's probably gonna sound strange as hell if it's coming from me, and I like that. I like that people have that expectation when I get ready to drop music.
Yeah. So I mean, with that being your weakness, I mean, because you like, there's a lot of songs where I'm like, why he hadn't released this? Why he hadn't dropped this? I guess the question nowadays is like, content. And a lot of people say, it's better to have, like, I think I was watching a interview and Gucci Man was saying like, it's better to have a bunch of songs, a huge library, as opposed to, maybe having good music but not having a lot of that, content available for people to take in. Would you say content is king? Would you say that it's good to have a lot of work?
Content is definitely king because I listen, having a nice Spotify discography or any streaming service discography to point people to when you talk about music is always great. Like this,
Yeah.
the more songs you have on there, the higher the chances of getting entered into a playlist. I mean, if we're thinking money standards, all right, that's just if we're talking about money.
Yeah.
But I think content is king. I mean, we live in a high age of social media and the TikTok age where if the more TikToks you got or the more likes you get and the more likes you get the more revenue you getting to your page and the more revenue you get into your page the more revenue you get into your other sites. So content is definitely king, but I'm definitely on the side of making sure there's quality. Like I
Yeah.
care so heavily about quality that it makes it really difficult for me to release a quantity of work.
What did the pandemic do for you in terms of your artistry? Do you feel like it helped or hurt? Did it kill something? Did it birth something? What
I
was it
think
like for you?
the pandemic did a lot, man. I don't because it was no living and I'm immunocompromised, so I wasn't really leaving the house.
Yeah.
So when I say last year I didn't do no living, I really meant like last year I really didn't do no living. Like I just kind of
Yeah.
the only thing I did, I think the only thing it really birthed for me this pandemic is the ability to become even more creative in my own box and while also thinking outside of it. But
Yeah.
I think it also kind of killed my love for social media. Like I used to
Real.
like it, but being like stuck to only it kind of just made me like feel very restricted. And now I just but I'm getting
Yeah.
back used to it. I think that's the only thing the pandemic did for me. But artistically, I don't think it killed anything. I think it gave me a lot more strength than I I really realized. I think yesterday I went and listened to one of my older beats that I made like around 20 no like 2019, and it was terrible. It was really bad.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
wasn't too long ago, bro.
no, it wasn't too long ago. So I've progressed over time, gotten a lot
Yeah.
better. So
Yeah.
I think that pandemic kind of helped me more so than it did hurt me, but I think for the most part, it definitely gave me a lot of social media fever. The pandemic just made me realize how much, people are into their social media life than they are their actual social life. And
Yeah,
it's very strange because I'm a very introvert extrovert person, more so introverted. Um, but just like actually having to live through a pandemic in a pocket, it was just kind of like it gave me a different perspective on the world, even creatively. Like
yeah,
now that the songs I write about are more so introspective on my like and now how I view myself in other people's eyes,
yeah,
um, because of social media. It's nothing but eyes, but
yeah.
I think that's what the pandemic has birthed and bred in me.
What would you say if you were looking at your whole body of work, uh, your proudest moment regarding something that you created or you produced? Why was it, so memorable for you?
So yeah, I think my proudest moment, my proudest song I ever, I think it came when I found like I wrote my own first chord progression and my own bass line to
Yeah,
this one track that I've made recently. I think that was probably my most proud moment so far, and that's the great thing I think about like this journey I've decided to take, which I need to get serious about my social media. It's just the more and more I learn art, like musically or um with each instrument, I'm just more and more proud each moment because like I'm getting closer and closer to getting to my goal of making the type of music that I'm like interested in making. So I
yeah.
think the most recent one lately has just been like my literal most recent song. I've been digging it. I've been really proud of it. So
Can you really put your music in like a specific category, or maybe the aim or the target of what you want to create in a specific category?
oh, this one was definitely like indie R&B. It's like a light guitar and like a nice little funk like bass line.
Yeah,
That's kind of where I've been at lately. And even so, I don't know. It's kind of hard because I never stay in one genre like when I make these tracks, and it's why it's really
yeah,
difficult for me to like produce a full body like of work like an album. It's because it's hard to put some of these tracks together because I keep bouncing around genre wise. But definitely the one I made recently has been way more like indie R&B, more close to funk and like just a nice little just ride.
yeah,
Um, but I would say I've been striding the waves of pop funk lately, and it's been really nice. Um, but I don't know. Like, and this is what my biggest problem. This is I should have probably added this to my weakness is like defining the genres for my music. I like it when other people can like define it for me, and it makes it
yeah.
so much easier. I just agree.
That created maybe any type of disappointment, or maybe like at the beginning, hey, I wish I would have done things this way, and now I'm starting to figure it out. And it was like just something simple that I could have did at the beginning. Or I mean, it sounded like you enjoying the process, bro. Like you, like even in the failure, like there's something that is being crafted, and ways that you're growing. But
No, that's exactly what I was about to say. Like allowing myself to fail every day has probably been one of my largest advantages. Is because the more I fail at what I make or try to attempt to make, the more and more I learn from it, and the more and more
yeah,
experience I'm getting to put towards something else. So most definitely, I have a lot of tracks that I don't I won't say I don't like, but I definitely have a lot of tracks that I wish I could tweak, like, and I still can with the amazing technology that Spotify has produced for us recently. I still can't
yeah,
change or tweak some of these tracks, but I definitely have a lot because, like I said, every failure allows you to grow, and I've been doing a lot of growing.
yeah,
So there was definitely a lot of tracks and a lot of things I wish I could have done differently now, and still might have the opportunity to do so, but most
yeah.
definitely, man. Every failed attempt is a success.
Well, let me end it with this last question, and I think it's a good one. Would you rather be famous or well respected as an artist, and why?
I'd rather be well respected as an artist. Fame is really overrated. Like the last thing I want is people trying to find out where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I
Yeah,
would like to be known for the music that I've created, or the songs that I've written, or the songs I've collaborated on, or just be known for who I am and what I represented and expressed. Then I would be over fame. Like fame dies. Fame lasts a while and then it's gone. It's not.
yeah.
Amazing.
No, that's real, bro. Well, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate this small, short segment. Appreciate your time. Appreciate who you are. And how can people follow you? You know, where's your music at? How can they get a hold of all of that?
Yo, all my music is under Ivor Gray. That's IVORGREY. That's social
Yeah.
media. That's Twitter. I'll repeat it for you one more time. It's Ivor Gray. IVORGREY. That's everywhere. But
Man.
new music's on the way. I can finally say so. Finally start throwing dates out. Very happy.
What
Follow,
day we
keep up,
got, bro?
bro. On the 14th, I'm releasing on the 14th
You
as I
releasing on the
fly
same
out to
day as
San
Cole, bro?
Francisco. Oh, he's really. That's right. I can't. I have to
No,
change
you
my
can
release
because it's
dates.
different. It's different. But I mean,
It's a different
man,
genre. I'm not expecting.
you gotta definitely be confident if you're releasing on the same day as Cole.
I'm
I'm
challenging
just
Cole.
I'm just waiting on Drake, man. Like I
Drake.
love Cole. Cole is my top three, but Drake is number one.
Drake's not number one, man.
Bro, Drake number one, fam. I don't know
Drake.
why. I
Drake.
don't know why.
Because Drake is
He's
really he's got a good team. Drake's got a very good team. I think he even has like a A&R for like producers now. Like,
I know a lot of people with good teams, but they not as gifted, bro.
yeah.
He's got it. And no matter what people say, if it's ghostwriting or if it's, the team that he has around him, like a lot of people have that.
It's
You know what I
talent. I'm not
mean?
gonna lie, he's
Like,
talented.
I just, I feel like people need to give Drake his flowers while he's here. Because when he's gone, they're gonna be talking about how great he was. And it's like, we knew that before. But
Yeah.
because of unwritten rules or whatever the case may be, you know,
I feel
people
like you're
like
talking
to,
about
to, to throw salt on
that's
Drake.
all. Oh, listen. All
Throw a
right.
little,
You're right. You're
Drake a
right.
little
You're right. You're right. I'm
bit.
gonna chill on the salt throwing.
Well, what's probably one of your most favorite songs that you've released that you want people to check out?
It's probably gonna be Blemish.
Jim, I appreciate your time, brother. Thank you for gracing Cut Different Podcast. As y'all know, we ain't did this in a minute, so we figuring it out, but I appreciate you watching and checking us out. Till next time.
Can't love the devil if you prayed for it. Can't say you're praying if you wait on it. My God's just a game to you. It's all just the same to me, too. I'd like to love me is the whole sense. You kiss the blemishes on my canvas. It's all just the same to you. My gosh, that's a game to me, too. Can't say I'm faithful if I take something. Can't say you need me if I'm forsaken. What's left is a game to you. I'm left with the same as you, too. Can't love the devil if you prayed for it. You couldn't know me if you paid for it. My gosh, just a game to you. It's all just the same to me, too. It's not just what you say. It's all so vague. I feel some type of way, some type of strain. Oh baby, my heart's in pain. My God's delayed. This ain't me. I can love you fast, I can love you slow. Focus on my hand, I can't let you go. I can love you faithful, yeah. I can love you slow. Focus on my handles, I I can't let you go. Can't love the devil if you pray for it. Can't say you need me if I'm forsaken. What's left is a game. Just what you say. It's also the way I feel. Sometimes it's shit, my baby. My heart's in pain. My God's still your baby. This ain't real. I'd like to love me as the whole sin. I can love your face. You kiss the blemishes on my face. It's all just the same to you. I can't let you go. My gosh, it's a game to me. I can love you slow. Focus on my hands. I can't let you go. Can't love the devil if you pray for it. Can't say you need me if you forsake. What's left is left. Just what you say. It's all so all